Would you like to have a headdress that you can use as part of your practice? Because I know when I started out, it was something that I wanted. And so I made this a long time ago. Well, in this video, I'm going to show you in a tutorial how to make a shamanic headdress. If you're really wanting to do this, guys, then keep watching. Hi guys, welcome to this week's video, and yes, I'm going to take this off and I'm going to show you. It is my headdress. It's one that I've had a very long time, but I had a request a little while ago from a lovely subscriber on my channel, and she asked me if I could show how I made this particular headdress. Well, I'm going to make one which will be very similar. It will be the same idea, but it will be in different colours, because I thought I'd like one with black feathers and one with black fur. Now, I always use, let's put it this way, I always use fox fur, not fox fur, but falk's fur. It's artificial, and the reason for that is, even though I do use my fox fur, that was a handed down traditional part of my family, and it was a gift. It was nothing I bought, and it's also very special, and so the ancestry of that is with me when I do my rituals. But the point here is, guys, you don't have to have animal products to make a headdress, and so this one will be similar, just like this. I mean, the one I'm going to make will be very similar to this one. So I hope you're going to enjoy the tutorial. They're very easy to make, and it's just a matter of getting all your products. So you will need, and I'm going to show you, you're going to need, and I bought all this stuff freely available on Amazon, some cord. Now there's 3 types of colours, and this is like suede, so it's quite soft. It's some of it's leather, some of it's suede, and I know suede is a form of leather, but this is not so breakable, because sometimes you get them and they are like so easy to break and they all snap off, and you don't want that. So that's your cord you're going to need. And then I've got the falk's fur, which is black, and it's just a long strip. It's easier to do it that way, guys. Your feathers, which I bought, and some of these in here have got, let's have a look, see if I can show you one. Let's have a look. They all come in little packs, as you can see, and they're about, I'd say, maybe 3 to 5 inches in length. You're going to be hanging them on your thing and putting them around the outside. So you need enough, because sometimes the feathers will snap, so you need enough. These are like little clasps that you put the feather and the cord together, and then you put that round and you use pliers to shut it, and that holds it all on. So now I bought a huge ring of wire. It is quite tough, and that's why you're going to need to cut it, because you obviously can't use one that big. You're going to need pliers, and there's different types in there. You can get very good packs of them, quite cheap. And then that's the wire, which I had to cut, and I cut it to that size so it fits my head. You need it so it's a little bit loose, because you're going to be putting things on, and then once everything's on it, it will be a bit tighter on your head. But I don't seal the end, guys. Once the fur's on, I don't seal it because you want it to be able to expand. Okay, and then obviously you need some fabric glue, just in case, because with my eyes I can't sew anymore, so I use the glue instead. At the end of the day, why do we wear a headdress? It is like the staff, like the drum. It becomes part of who you are. When you put your headdress on, you are changing into your shamanic state. And it is just a way of pushing yourself into a different level of consciousness. And with time, you will be like connected very strongly. This is me. People know who I am as soon as they see me with my headdress, with my feathers. Also, these are representations, you know, the wolf, the ravens, the link to Freya, the link to whoever it is you want it to be. And it's just part of you. And so here we have the ring, which I cut with the pliers, and it's open so that you can tighten it or open it up when it's finished. That is the false fur, which I was talking about, had a hole that went through the middle that you could push the wire onto. Now that will be a bit tough because the edges will be very rough where you snapped it with the pliers, but it will go on. You just have to persevere and be very careful. And then once it goes on, you will be left with the circle covered and the hopefully enough at the back that you're going to be able to use as a tie. I mean, you can do what you like with it, but that's what I normally do. Use it as a tie, and that way you can tighten it or loosen it to whoever's wearing it, hopefully only yourself. These were the strands I was talking about that you're going to add the feathers to. And of course they're different colours, but I wanted the black one. The black one because it all matches up. Originally I was going to do black white, but I thought it wouldn't look right. But obviously up to you what you're going to use them for. But 4 strands of black would be enough, with 4 lots of feathers going down them. And I'm going to show you briefly on here in the tutorial, because obviously you can't see every moment of the procedure, but at this point I'm putting 3 feathers together, and then I'm going to get the cord and we're going to stick them together, putting the cord and the feathers through the gold coloured clasp, which is open for you to get them into, and then you will use your pliers to tighten that, push it closed so that nothing can escape from it. And you will see that, but always leave a distance so that you've got enough to push it onto or tighten it onto your actual headdress when they're finished. You don't want to end up with not enough. And as I say, each one 4 strands, and you're going to tighten 4 lots of 3 feathers with a clasp, and you will then have your lovely hanging feathers to go upon your headdress. And as you can see here, I'm doing this now, another one, but I'm not going to show every one as we go along because it would be boring for you, but you're getting the drift. That's what we need to do. And then once they're all done, you can push the bit at the top around, making a circle over your headdress, and then put another clip on and use your pliers again, and you will end up with your headdress. And look, it's showing you there very briefly, but you can see there were 4 on each strand, and that's the pictures that I did take. Well guys, what did you think of that? I hope it was easy to understand. I'm sure it was, and it's just a matter of being a little bit fiddly, and at the end of the day, that's what crafts are like. But if you can manage to do it and you have your lovely headdress, the next step would be to then purify it, make it part of you, which would indicate a ceremony, bringing together of your gods, goddesses, and your helpers and guides, and you know, just making it part of your practice, bonding with it like your drum or your rattle. And in fact, you could sleep with it for a week or so under your pillow. Tell the gods what you want this to represent for you, and wear it every time you ritualize or even meditate. Whatever sort of stuff that you're doing, it helps to shift yourself. It helps to bring in that past, that history, and that longing for your ancestral. So I hope you have a go at it, guys, and you can add more bits to yours. You can put bones on it, you can put, you know, all sorts of things. Crystals, if you're into the crystals. Obviously you have to be careful on weight, because the strands will hold a little bit, but not too many heavy things. But I might be adding a few bones to it, and as I upgrade it I will let you see it. And you should have a lot more clasps left, because they send them out in a huge amount, and there'll be more feathers, so you could add more feathers to yours. And there are things like fabric glues, so I'm intending to add a few more bits, but I'm not sure at the moment as of what. So I thought I would just show you the basic outline. Now you've seen it at the back, you've got your tie at the back to make it tighter, and you've got your feathers and everything else. So I hope you enjoyed this, guys. And yes, I have been off for a while. I'm back, but you're going to have to understand that I'm still very weak, so I'll be putting videos out when I can. But it's great to be back, and any ideas for videos that you would like to see, please put them in the description below. I also want to thank all my new subscribers, and for those that come back, and for all the wonderful messages people sent out to help me to recover. They really did help, to see such lovely comments wishing me well, and that's really helped. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. And there I'm going to leave it, guys. I'll be back very soon with another video. So wherever you are, whatever time of day, night or evening it may be, I wish you the best ever. House of love.